Children, I welcome you all in today's science class. Let's get started with a thought. Your positive action combined with positive thinking results in success. We are going to start lesson number 4, measurement of matter, under which topics like laws of chemical combination, atom, shape, mass, valency, molecular mass, the concept of mole, and radicals are going to be covered. Let us discuss three questions under Can you recall section. Question number 1. What is the Dalton's atomic theory? Dalton proposed that matter is made up of very small particles. These small particles are called atoms. An atom is a hard and solid ball. Being the smallest unit of matter, it is indivisible. Question number 2. How are the compounds formed? The compounds are formed by a chemical reaction of different elements. Question number 3. What are the molecular formulae of salt, slag lime, water, lime, limestone? Molecular formula of salt is NaCl, sodium chloride. Slag lime is calcium hydroxide, CaOH by 2. Water has molecular formula H2O. Lime has molecular formula CaO, calcium oxide, and limestone is calcium carbonate, CaCO3. Let us study laws of chemical combination. The composition of a substance changes during a chemical change. The fundamental experiment in this regard were performed by scientists in the 18th and 19th century. While doing this, they measured accurately the substance used and formed. The scientists Dalton, Thomson, and Rutherford studied the structure of substances and the atoms and thus discovered the laws of chemical combination. Children, you have already learnt in previous standard that compounds are formed by chemical combination of elements. Before we study laws of chemical combination, we must discuss what is meant by physical change and chemical change. A change in which only physical properties of any substance get changed is called physical change. No new substance is formed. When ice cubes melt, water is formed. Here state of matter has changed. Solid ice cubes are converted into liquid state water. Only physical properties are changed. Here no new substance is formed. So such type of change is called physical change. One more example is given here, dissolution of sugar in water. Once sugar is dissolved in water, this dissolved sugar can be obtained by evaporating sugar solution. We can get sugar crystals after the whole water gets evaporated. So here also physical properties are changed and no new substance is formed. Physical change is a reversible change. Chemical change, a change in which composition and chemical properties of a substance get changed. No new substance is formed. Water is formed from two constituent elements, hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen burns with pop sound and oxygen helps in burning. When hydrogen and oxygen combine chemically, water is formed which is used as fire extinguisher. So here composition and chemical properties of substances get changed and new substance is formed. Water is a new substance which is formed from two constituent element hydrogen and oxygen. Chemical change is a irreversible change. One more example listed here is burning of candle. The wax near the flame burns and gives new substances like carbon dioxide, carbon soot, water vapors, heat and light. Chemical change is a irreversible change. In this chapter, we are dealing with chemical reactions, and chemical reactions involve chemical change. Calcium oxide, when it is dissolved in water, slag lime and heat is generated. Slag lime is formed. So, quicklime has a molecular formula calcium oxide CaO, and water has molecular formula H2O. When 56 gram of quicklime is taken in a conical flask and 18 gram of water is poured in it, calcium hydroxide, that is slag lime, is formed and heat is generated. Slag lime is used as whitewash to paint walls of houses. This is a chemical reaction in which quicklime and water are reactants. On the arrowhead, dissolution and combination is written. Quicklime gets dissolved in water and it combines with water. Here two reactants combines with each other to form product, that is calcium hydroxide. So it is a combination reaction. The scientists Dalton, Thomson and Rutherford studied the structure of substances and the atoms and thus discovered the laws of chemical combination. Scientists could then write the molecular formula of various compounds on the basis of Dalton's atomic theory and the laws of chemical combination. Law of conservation of matter. Now we will study the activity which is shown on this slide. Solution of calcium chloride is taken in a conical flask and solution of sodium sulfate is taken in a test tube. A thread is tied to a test tube and then it is inserted in a conical flask. The conical flask is sealed with an airtight rubber cork and the whole setup is weighed on a weighing balance. The weight shown is 300.23 gram. Next step is the conical flask is tilted so that solution in the test tube poured in the conical flask and reaction between calcium chloride and sodium sulfate takes place and white precipitate of calcium sulfate is formed in sodium chloride solution. Reaction between calcium chloride and sodium sulfate takes place and calcium sulfate white precipitate is formed in sodium chloride solution. When the conical flask is weighed after the reaction, you will see here the weight of product which is formed is 300.23 gram. So from this activity, it is clear that weight of reactant is same as weight of product which is formed due to chemical reaction. So this is the law of conservation of matter. Children, you will see that the total weight of reactant before the reaction and total weight of product which is formed after the reaction is same here. It is constant. There is no rise or drop in the weight of matter during a chemical reaction. I have done this activity using barium chloride instead of calcium chloride and sodium sulfate. You will watch the video of this activity after the explanation of this slide. In 1785, the French scientist Antoine Lavoisier inferred from his research that there is no rise or drop in the weight of matter during a chemical reaction. In a chemical reaction, the total weight of reactant is same as the total weight of products formed due to chemical reactions, and this is called the law of conservation of matter.